What's going on, guys? Broken Stoic here. We're playing some Erenshor today, and Bergy Media has given us a particularly amazing opportunity to show off the new Reaver class that's coming out. Not only that, but we've got this cool new Reliquary zone, which allows you to port around and have your own new little hub. You can use the bank, you can use the auction house. Well, frankly, you can customize it and do anything you pretty much want to with it, which is really, really cool. You can find these patterns throughout the world and hand them into a furniture merchant. All kinds of neat new stuff with this patch, to include new gear, the new class, the Reliquary, guilds, as you can see going on over here. My freaking chat is exploding. So let's get into some of these fun new mechanics. First and foremost, let's look at this Reaver. So the Reaver itself is a really cool class that comes with a new stance mechanic. So you can switch through these various different stances that allow you to achieve different things. Specifically, the ones that I've unlocked so far are the aggressive stance, the defensive stance, a taunting stance, and a reckless stance. The aggressive stance increases your physical damage by 40%, but also increases the damage you take by 40%. The defensive stance takes 33% less damage, but you also deal 33% less damage. All of these stances basically prevent your natural health regeneration, so that's something to be aware of, but it's important to note because of something that we're about to talk about. So we have the taunting, which generates additionally more aggro. This could be super useful for yet another thing that we're going to go over in a second. Then you've got the reckless stance. This one's pretty wild. Increase all melee damage dealt and damage taken by 100%, and it does 4% of your health each time you swing. So it takes a lot of health, and it deals a butt ton of damage. Gonna be amazing. I have some theory crafting in my head that I think you're going to be able to pull off with this, but I haven't gotten a chance to really get enough lifesteal packed up. But I think you're going to be able to essentially build around a lifesteal and possibly like a lower hit point range so that you can kind of bounce your health up and down. Where this comes in huge handy, though, is this skill right here called Quest for Suffering. For every 10% of your missing life, you gain 4% haste. This effect is applied after all other haste sources are counted. The haste cap does not apply. So if you can get yourself down to like 10% or even 20%, you're going to be swinging your weapon so bloody fast. It is unbelievable. And so when you start talking about doing away with your actual regen from these other abilities, this can be substantial. This allows you to kind of program your health into a certain window and then make sure that you're not getting healed and your health isn't really moving from that area, allowing you to take full benefit. I do think that this Thrine hammer is actually really good. It procs a shield that protects you from 2,000 damage. And first, before you even think about it, it doesn't block the damage from the reckless stance, but it does allow you to keep your health in a relatively low area without necessarily risking a whole lot. It is a low proc chance, but I'm going to be honest, I've actually procced this thing sometimes 2, 3, 4 times back to back to back. Really, really good, really, really strong. But that's not all. So you take it a step further. These guys got some really cool spells. We'll go through them briefly here. First up and foremost, we've got a nice little dot. Does a little damage. Not bad. Not bad. Not crazy, but not bad. We've got a Void Bolt, which is practically an instant cast time, right? Just does a bunch of damage and gets you a bunch of aggro. This is important, and there's a reason that this is really good, which we'll go over in a second. Theft of Life, nice little fast casting life tap. Another aggro upgrade from the previous ability, Void Bolt to Void Surge, right? Atrophy, okay? This is a snare and a dot. Yes, that's right. You're snaring and you're dotting. This is insane because you have Instill Horror, which is a fear. Anybody play EverQuest? Anybody play any game where you can fear kite? Oh, you can fear kite. And there's some fun little mechanisms that Brian has cooked into the game, which we'll talk about more. Soul Tap, another little life tap. Mutual Pain. So we were talking about how controlling your health and moving your bar around is really important for this class. And one of the things that helps you do that is you have class skills and spells that allow you to deal damage to the enemy while also taking some damage yourself. Basically allowing you to kind of bob and weave your health bar around the way you see fit. I think that there could be a very high skill cap with this class. And if you pay attention, you're going to be able to really, really pull some serious damage. This may be the new king of DPS in Erenshor. We have an upgrade to the fear. And again, you're going to notice that these are actually level based. Actually, I just noticed that this one actually doesn't say that there's a level based. We should try that out. Maybe we will. This one says it works on targets up to level 30. This one doesn't say any limitation. It costs less. Allegedly, it lasts the same amount of time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we just find something? We'll have to experiment with that. That's good. You have the two spells. The first one you get is a 2% haste. The second one is a 4% haste. We're only level 25, so there's still, a good amount of levels that reveal some skills and some other things, which are really good, really strong. Something to bear in mind as we go over these. So we have an upgrade. Suffocate is an upgrade to Waste, so we have another dot. Dark Ritual converts your life into mana. Upgraded version of Dark Ritual. Atonic Howl. Now, this is a really interesting ability that lets you essentially PB AoE. So if you have all the aggro, right? You're sitting there and you got all these targets attacking you. You can actually cast this. And as long as those targets are not hit again by anything else, it literally snares them. It slows them and makes it so they are less likely to hit you. This seems really, really strong and really powerful. And it's something that I'd like to try out for some of the harder chessboard fights, some of the later raid events and things of that nature. I think there could be some really, really strong effects here. So then we go in and we've got Void Rend, which is another upgrade to the aggro and the taunt. And why this is important is because if you can't fear kite, you can aggro kite. And let me tell you, brothers and sisters, you can aggro kite. I have done it. I've experimented with it. It's really good. You can just pull aggro on something, and then you don't need to worry about the fear. You just drag it in circles while your crew beats up on it. Works out really well. Upgrade Enfeeble to be able to snare even more. Yes, very good. So let's see a couple of these things in action. So first of all, I have experimented quite thoroughly with being able to solo with this class, and you can. It's clunky. It definitely will take some refining and testing with this class to be able to solo, but you absolutely can solo. It does work. There is definitely some mobility within this that allows you to do all sorts of things. The mob that I was going to use as an example, it looks like somebody walked by and killed it. Hoping to use the asp that's over there. We can find another target if we need to. It doesn't matter because first we need to get a group going, right? So we're going to go in here and we're going to find some people to group with us. Okay. We're going to go ahead and the first thing that I think we're going to want is probably a storm nerd. Now, you'll notice that there are some guilds here, You'll notice that there are some Friends Club and Solid and Erenshor Young and Hattie Cats, and I'm in the broken ones. Well, let's go ahead and let's try to get one of these higher level guys. Let's message one of these guys. Oh, oops, you made a mistake. I'm in Friends Club. Oh yeah, right. Friends Club. So if you've ever been a part of an MMO and you know those elitist jerks, those guys that are out there always the first one to the raid and competing and always telling you you're terrible at this game and you're awful. Well, guess what? Friends Club is those people. And if you haven't gotten out there and at least experimented with one of those guilds on your server, you're going to learn the hard way. That's exactly what Friends Club is all about. These guys are elitist buttholes. They won't group with you. They're kind of jerks. We'll get into the guild stuff a little bit more in a second, but I guess for now we'll just invite some of our friends here. Oh yeah, right. You can actually start naming your sim players. So I have people who are from my community, and I've named them. They're all in my guild as well. We'll get these guys moving here. And another fun new thing that I think this is way understated. I don't know how many of you guys, like, whenever you create a guild or you create a group, I'm not a guild, I'm sorry. Whenever you create a group, like, your sim players are so slow to running to you that you just forget. Did you see? Like, look, I'm not inviting these guys. They're just getting to the group and they're auto-inviting into the group themselves. Really, really cool. I like this. Quality of life, 175%, makes my life easier, makes life in general easier. So we've just formed our group. Now, a couple new things about group management is, oh yeah, we've got this button right here, invis group. So check this out. Now, when we cast invis group, per this, we actually get a full group invis, which allows us to move around. You can actually con targets. Let me find something here. You can actually con targets. It'll tell you whether or not they can see you or not. Let's see. Is that a little skeleton? Yeah. See, it is unaware of your presence. So that's a nice new little quality of life thing. You actually have a way to invis your group so you can get around and move through things quicker. There are things that do see through invis, so don't think that you're free and fair everywhere you go, but it's a nice new function that will allow you to, maybe get around and get to the camps and things a little faster. Furthermore, when we go into the group management window, we have a brand new fun little button here that says group should use Fear Kite tactics. Well, we're going to go ahead and click that because what it's going to do is sim players will prioritize movement speed debuffs and fear spells. So if you actually have a Reaver in your group, they will snare and they will fear. And if you have like a druid or something like that, they will cast snare and things like that. They'll focus on it. So all we got to do is, I'm a little mad because that snake is dead, and I was really kind of looking forward to... Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, awesome. Oh, and it's level 30. That's even better. See, it's red. This thing wants to put a whooping on my butthole, okay, guys? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by pulling with the snare as he runs away. There we go. We landed the snare. Okay, see him snared. He's running in. We're going to go ahead and send the crew, and I'm going to cast Fear. And now he's running. We're going to get in here. And see, he's just running along. And we're just fear kiting him. And this guy's red, man. This guy's level 30. We're level 25. And you can see, we actually just cooked him. Pretty easily, too. Like, that was not a super hard fight. That was not super crazy. Did go through some of my group's mana somewhat quickly. But pretty simple fight by and large. And you can do that to pretty much anything. I did, I'm sorry, ahead of time. I did run around the world, and I did potentially find a lot of targets that were not blocked from fear that probably should have been. And I was maybe telling Brian, hey, you can fear this, you can fear that. You probably don't want this to be feared. And he himself had gone through and identified, like, doesn't want bosses being able to be feared, things like that, to trivialize a lot of that stuff. That being said, The mechanic is really cool. The interaction is really cool. Let's there's actually some other tougher guys over here too. I want to show you a couple new other mechanics. Now, one thing that I was talking about is some of those aggro abilities, right? Those aggro abilities are really, really strong, and they let you get away with some pretty wild stuff because you don't think about it when you're playing this game, right? Look at the pink aura that's around that guy. You don't really think about the fact that while you're running around and you're doing things that you have like these guys right here, like Rose. She's 32. Actually, I don't know if I want to... That's a little too high. There we go. We got these outriders we might be able to use. Actually, oh, there's another snake right there. Oh, there's another one right there, too. Let's get this guy. All right. So, this is where things get a little fun. Because what you can do, if you're playing smart, if you're into the smart gameplay, you're a smart boy, you can run out here. He's running away now. Oh, there's all kinds of snakes over here. Hell yeah. So you can actually go up and you can, well, maybe you can. Come on. Oh, another snake coming right at me. All right, we're going to see if we can't. There we go. Enfeeble, right? We hit him. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a dot on him. And I'm just going to sit back here. And I'm just going to do it this way. Ooh, I didn't actually cast my haste up either. You can actually control the aggro, right? You can actually stand back and hold the aggro off your team. Unfortunately, I think Cool Jim is pulling aggro off me there. But you can actually aggro kite as well. So you basically, the trick is you piss it off. You really piss it off, right? And while you're really pissing it off, you actually just keep running away from it. We're going to go ahead. We're probably going to fear this one just because my group doesn't have a lot of mana. But very, very easy, very simple mechanic. Like, we're killing a 29. Again, I'm level 25. We're able to just do this with almost no effort whatsoever, which is great. You can kill all sorts of different targets. Maybe you're farming gear. Maybe you're out here trying to, like, kill a specific kind of mob or something like that in order to get a certain item. It really makes a lot of the combat much, much easier. There's so many different ways that you can utilize these new tactics. I have been predominantly standing in aggressive stance, but I do keep reckless on my bar, and I do want to show you guys real quick how quickly this this ability will chew up your health. All right, so we've got another snake right here, right? We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. We're gonna hit him with the old snare, and then he's coming in. We're gonna fear him, and then we're gonna run up. We're gonna start hitting him, and you're gonna notice my health is just like getting chunked here, and I'm chunking my own health because each time I swing, you know, I'm hitting him real hard. But for the love of God, I'm also hitting my health bar real hard. So you definitely want to be careful. You may want to go into your manage role, and you may want to like adjust like just where you want your health to be or when you want to get healed. So for instance, if I wanted to sit myself down around 20% of my health, you can set this so that they won't heal you until you get to like 20%, right? So we can do, actually, I might even do 19%. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that allows me to get down into that lower window so we can really take advantage of Quest of Suffering. So that's kind of the new class, which is pretty crazy. There are new class vendors. There's a class vendor in the tutorial. There's a class vendor in the Azureport. And then in addition to that, there's also a class that is a new class vendor that is actually in, oh God, the tutorial, Azureport. Oh, there's also quests and things too. There's new gear. There's a ton of new items that they baked in as well. It's really cool. There's a whole history behind the Reavers, and it's actually really, really neat. I think people are really going to like this class. I personally really like this class, and I'm excited to see what happens in the next 10 levels or so. I've been trying to do it naturally and trying to just level it up myself rather than, you know, using little cheats and things like that to get myself up, because I want to get a feel for the class. I want to see exactly how the class plays. It's been a ton of fun. I think I was definitely a Stormcaller main previously, and I think that might have evolved to a Reaver. It's just a really fun class. It's fun. You get big numbers and things. You get some really, really fun, cool things coming out of this class, just in general. Playstyle, stances, fears, life taps. They have some really neat new auras as well. It's just fun in general. So I've shown you the group, Invis, Fear Kites. Oh, yes. You have, like, reputation now with some of these guys. So when you group with them and you do things and you give them loot and things, they will now remember that. They will build a reputation. And if you want to build a reputation and then invite them to join your guild, like you see this guy right here. So I can actually go in here and I can say, invite member. Let's see what he says. Oh, I wasn't expecting an invite to your guild. You could have sent me a whisper to talk about it. You've always been so cool. Count me in. Boom. Now new ad is part of the broken ones. Hell freaking yeah, brother. So we got a new guild guy. Let's take a look at why that matters. Okay. So we've got this new guild manager window, which we have some guild rankings. You'll notice Friends Club, right at the top here. These guys are interesting characters, to say the least. Now, these guys are up here at 395. You can earn points in the game to try and push yourself up. There are new events that occur throughout the map. And it'll pop up in your little window here, and it'll say, oh, there's a guy, go kill this guy. And if you do that, you can actually earn points for your guild, and by way of doing that, it pushes your guild up the ranking. I really like this. I think it adds a fun new mechanic to the overall game. Add some new systems. You can also you can kind of peek through and see what some of these other guilds are made up of. Mine's 7 right now because I've been in the game playing in general, but I haven't really been doing a lot of the events. I haven't been doing a lot of things to grow my guild really quickly. And reason being that I'm recording these videos and doing all kinds of things, just playing, you know, going through looking at these new systems as opposed to focusing on some of this. Now, you see these little exclamation points here. You can go through and you can collect different things in the game and you can give them to these people, and it'll also give you more points. Some of them want, you know, this is a key for a particular dungeon. You know, this guy wants the meteorite gauntlets, strategist ring. So if you get those items, whether you buy them on the auction house or you find them in the world, whatever it is, you give them to these characters and you're going to get some bonus points. You can invite new people. You can kick new people. If you're on an alt, you can actually send someone in your guild a message and ask them to invite you to the guild, and they'll actually invite you in. So you can put all of your characters in one guild. Fun thing that I like personally, this crew right here of 35s are actually the people that I leveled with my Stormcaller. I got them in. They're completely geared up. They have everything that is not necessarily the max best. They're not completely blessed across the board, but they are really, really strong. They have a lot of kit. And now I have a really easy way to see, like, okay, I'm leveling up this character. These are the characters that I'm leveling up this character with. Okay, this is my other character. When I get to in this window, I can actually group with these guys, and I know that their gear is really good. I know that everything is set up really, really well. And by doing so, you know, it'll allow me to expand these points. Now, there's some fun new things too, because let's say, you know, I have 173 points and they have 395. Well, they made some fun new items in the game, which you can get through fossils. Hint, hint. Not sure if I was supposed to tell you that or not, so just keep that on the down low. Brian doesn't need to know, okay? But you can basically click this, right? And by clicking this, it's going to lower this number for us. Number go down. We have to refresh the window. Number go down. And you'll see these guys, cheese, wow, they need to take that out of the game. That's so cheesy because we basically just kicked all of the guilds down. It removes points away from everyone. And your score consists of your top 15 people in your guild. So if you get 15 people into your guild, if you get more than 15 people, it will cut the points down from those top 15. Let's see here. Oh, yes, right. So while we're in this nice little guild menu, you'll notice that there's a summon to hall. Well, that's interesting, right? You guys who are familiar with Erenshor and you've played for a while, you might know that you have to really walk around with like a ton of rune stones to teleport all over the world. Well, no longer do you need to do that. There is the Reliquary. We're going to go to the Reliquary real quick. This is the new area that allows you to put your portal stones into this little table here, and it puts the portals up. It also allows you, wherever you use your portal stone, so if I want to go directly back to the exact location that I was just in, I can actually go through this portal, and it will take me to that exact location. So if you're farming a certain item or doing a certain dungeon or something like that, you can actually go directly back there. You don't have to worry about fighting your way all the way through and pushing your way all the way through all that content again. You can just go directly back. Less headache, less nonsense. It's honestly great. You can also find plans throughout the world, which will allow you to put in some buildings and some little areas. And we'll go into what those areas do and kind of how they contribute in a moment. There is always, every time you log in, there will always be a box of portals here in this little box. This is your new item that you will carry around, and it replaces these 6 items, potentially 7 if you have a coin as well. And then you basically will just carry this around, and you'll just click that, and it'll port you back here. If you want to, you can go in and you can actually, we were just looking at this, you can summon everybody to the guild hall, which sends out a message. It is requested that all players proceed to the Reliquary. So all of a sudden, you're going to start to notice that all of the guild members, not just the people I'm grouped with, are going to start showing up. Check it out. Everybody starts coming in. Now, we've got some buildings here. For those of you who are like trying to min-max and figuring out what's the best gear and what's the best thing you can possibly use, you can put training dummies in here, and you can actually test out your skills and test out your mechanisms on the training dummies. You've got a 400 AC and an 800 AC training dummy. You can see more and more people actually coming into the guild hall, which is cool. We've got the pocket bank, which allows us to go through the bank. You'll notice that there are tabs now on the bank. There are ways to rename these tabs. So if you are unlike me and you actually organize things in a meaningful way, then you can actually name the tab and it'll actually list the tab on top. You can jump around. You don't actually have to just, work your way through and just figure out what's what. But the having access to the bank is pretty huge. Then next we have the auction. So you can actually go through and you can check the auctions right directly from your Reliquary, which is pretty huge in my opinion. You have a lot of different fun little new things you can go in, decide, oh, I want this, I want that, and you have your bank right here, and then you can test out your items right here. Now, this is not automatically in your Reliquary. This is something you have to either buy or find a pattern for, and then you get it that way. I put up some of these patterns that I had just to kind of show off some of the different things that you could do. There's a lot of different things that you can put in here, to include this right here, which allows you to respec your character. You have the wisps right here. You can literally just click there and you can respec and go through and figure out your character any way you want. Pretty neat little mechanism, pretty cool little system there. And when you're ready to go somewhere, you can simply just run over and jump through the portal and it'll take you to that portal stone. Now, this Reliquary is actually located in Azureport. And I'm going to show you guys where exactly it's located because I think, this might be one of the first places that people want to go to check out some of this new content. So you might recognize this area, right? You got all the merchants and you got all the characters. Well, you got the furniture merchant here, which if you find blueprints, you can bring him to this character and he'll turn it into an item that you can place in your reliquary. There's also some basic stuff that you can buy. You have a auction set and a bank set right there. So those you can just buy right off him, like right out the gate, and then go from there. Use those right out the gate. Then you can further go and find those blueprints and make some other really cool things. The blueprints are hidden on different mobs in different areas in the world. Go out there, kill that stuff, unlock that stuff, decorate it however you see fit. Really, really, really cool freaking little area. You go over here. There's going to be a gate that's down. You're going to hail this guy and you're going to talk to this little reliquary guard. He's going to give you a key. Then you'll click this. You'll be able to go in. There's a little event that's going to happen. I'm not going to tell you guys about that. I'll let you guys figure that out on your own. But you're going to go in here. There's going to be a little event. And then when you do that, it's going to be crazy. You can see that Brian doesn't think highly of himself at all. He definitely doesn't write into his guild messages that, man, GM Bergie is always around. He's really lucky to have us as his players. GM Bergie is the only one I ever see. Yeah, the GMs are always around. See, he's got a whole legion of sim players just to talk about him all day on every single person that's playing Erenshor. It's pretty great. I actually had the fortune of running into him in the game on multiple occasions. What I will tell you is, if you're in the game and sim players are talking smack and you decide to throw some curse words out there, do so at your own risk, because by God, if you might not pay the price for your indiscretions, Mr. Bergie Media himself will come in and tell you, hey, you, what the hell you doing? Get your stuff together. So again, a lot of really cool, fun mechanisms. You can see my buff just actually dropped. We can recast it. It lasts 15 minutes, so it's pretty nice little buff and lasts a good long time. There's a lot of new mechanisms, a lot of new fun things. You can play the new class. You can engage with the new reliquary. You've got the new guilds. You can tell there's constantly, the world feels like it is lived in a big way. There's just constantly people talking now. You have the guild chat, people in the guild chat asking for help, asking for items. I honestly, I really love all these new mechanisms, all the new things that were added in. I am addicted to this game, and frankly, for lack of better word, every time I get into the game, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna log in really quick, and maybe I'll make a video about this, or maybe I'll show off this, or maybe I'll do this thing, and then 2 hours later, I find myself running around doing all kinds of other weird stuff because I just can't help myself. The game is so much fun. In fact, right now, you know what? We're going to go, there's an item that I need off an NPC over here. We're going to go just tick that guy off. We're going to see if we can't kill him. See if we can't get him. See if we can't get him. We're going to run past all these little nerds. And again, like this class, oh yeah, actually, here, man, we're going to travel through a bunch of stuff, and I don't really want to deal with all the annoyance of aggroing everything. Well, check it out. Brew here is gonna, we clicked the invis group. Brew is gonna put the invis up on us, and off we go. The fear kiting mechanic is just crazy. The fear kiting and the aggro kiting is insane, because with the aggro kiting, you can just basically roll in and pull aggro on something. You literally have like all those taunts and abilities that come with this class, and you can just run away while it's snared, and your sim players will just kill it. So even if it's too high level for your fear, you're not so destroyed that you can't just aggro kite something around. Let me click on these. Yeah, okay, this is appropriate level. So we can go out here, we can kind of experiment with some of the stuff. We do want to be careful. There is a big scary dragon that runs around these parts, And we want to make sure that we're not running around ticking off that dragon. All right, we've got a Noctua, level 30 right there. Oh, he's already aggroed my group. Crap. Oh my god, he's killed Volstein. Come on, fear, 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 fear. Oh, he did not fear. He's level 30. Okay. Well, that would have been a good situation to aggro kite. Oh, see, this is where I forgot to bind. Yeah, awkward. Don't tell anyone, okay? This will be our little secret. No one needs to know. All right. The good news is that there is a portal to the desert right here. Man, way to make a fool out of me, eh? That might be too high of a level for what I wanted to do too. I'm not sure. Is the Noctua? I don't think the Noctua is named. That boy definitely put a frickin' whacking on me though. He came in, he just killed Volstein like instantly. We can try it. You know what? No, we're gonna try it one more time. We're gonna make sure we're in the right stance. Oh, apparently we pissed off a desert jackal, which is also attacking Volstein. Ooh, jackal meat. Giggity. All right, let's put the invis back up, and we'll run over there. Oh yeah, I guess these guys are light blue, huh? Hell yeah. All right, there we go. And we're off like a herd of dirty turtles. Here we go on the road. I mean, no, I'm not singing. You're singing. Dude, I don't know. This new class is just so much fun. It really brings a lot of character. Guys, what are you doing out here? What's so burgy? Man, this is proof. This is proof. Even in his own game, he walks. He could teleport himself around. He could fly. And actually, you know, the sad part is he's running kind of slow. Like, look, I can run right by him. Oh, my invis just wore off and he stopped. Walk up. Let's hail him. Hey there. Hey there. Look at that. That's funny. Invis group. Let's see if he, when we invis, let's see if he starts taking off again. Oh, see? See, that's unaware. He is still aware. He looks tense in my presence. Uh-oh. Maybe we should leave him alone. He's tense in my presence. He's popping tense in my presence. Giggity. Giggity. All right. I love this. Trial local daycare. Man, your insults are like candy, sweet, but ultimately empty calories. Man, the burns of the sim players are hilarious. This is another fun thing. So I named some of the sim players after viewers of my channel. And you start to see these guys talking smack and running. Oh, apparently we're going to fight this guy. You start to see him talking smack and like carrying on between each other. And as a result, oh God, okay. We'll get this guy feared. We'll start jacking him up. Little life tap. Little dot. Yup. Beating him in. Oh, I told my team to attack this one. I'm not, sometimes not always all the response. All right, nice. Whoa, holy cow, loot pinata. That's money. All right. What we got over? Oh, baby. Ooh, I don't know what level that is. Should we go try and do it? Should we try and do it? I don't know, man. I think... Brava. Wow. I'm gonna... Alright, this could be a mistake. I might be about to die again, like insta dead. We're gonna go. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of this this particular mechanic. This is a really fun thing that I discovered a while back. Some of you are probably familiar with the chessboard. Some of you may not be entirely familiar, but this is what you do with these little items. So it says seemingly a lost piece to an age-old game. Any of these items that have this tag, you actually bring over here to this chessboard that's actually in this zone. And when you do that, it's going to spawn a mob in place. Now, some of those mobs are low level. Some of them are much higher level. Some of them are like borderline, you know, raid boss tier. So you definitely want to be careful. But we just got this and we're streaming, so we might as well go to trigger it and see what exactly this is going to spawn. So the chessboard's over here. For those of you who use a map, you can see where I am. Okay. You got a little camp over here, the Molari. You're going to go up back behind this little place here. Uh-oh, Desert Jackal. My team is fighting. I think they're probably... Are they fine? Oh, wait. Whoa. Are they fine? How many freaking things did you decide to fight? You nerds. Good God. All right. Maybe it's a good thing I came back. Holy cow. My God. This is why we can't have nice things, you nerds. Friggin' nerds. Come on. We've got real things to do. Real work to be had. You hear me? This is a must-have. Must happen. All right. Here's the chessboard, guys. We're going to let everybody get their stuff. I'm going to go ahead and click this. Another real interesting thing is with this class, they really benefit from a lot of these click buffs. I don't know how many of you guys are actually use a lot of these click buffs, but many of these are really good to use. They're not all like, they don't last a huge long time, like 900 seconds, 498 seconds, 498 seconds. There's also the spice, a couple other things. Definitely would recommend, if you're going to play this class, definitely try to use the cooldowns. Really, really strong. They really add that extra edge to the class. Also, you want to be like a true Shadowknight, you can go get an item like this, which summons you a fallen warrior. So you can have your pet, and you can run around, you can be like, here, I'm a Shadowknight with my undead skeleton pet. Now we're really talking business. All right, we're going to run down here. Okay, this could get ugly really quickly. Fair warning. So we're going to go ahead and drink our cooldown stuff. We've got our buffs up. We're ready to go. Come on there, baby. Come on. Where are you at? There it is. All right, level 22. That's not too bad. I think we can kill this one. Actually, we're going to try and fear kite it. Screw it. Let's see if we can fear kite it. It does not appear to... Oh, we're fear kiting it. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is... Let's talk about... Let's talk about... We've discovered more things that you can fear kite. And I don't know if Brian's going to approve of the chessboard NPCs being fear kiteable. Whoops. That was unintentional. You saw nothing here. Nothing. Hide your eyes. Pretend like you didn't see a word. Not a single thing. So you may notice when we scroll over this that there's a new class also listed in here. The Arcanist, the Windblade, the Druid, Paladin, Stormcaller, and Reaver. Well, the Duelist has been converted into the Windblade. So if you weren't aware of that, that's going to happen too. They've got a new name. The original intention of the class has kind of been altered so much that they no longer really fit the duelist or the idea that you might come up with when you hear the word duelist. So they switched the class. It's Windblade now. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. Kind of neat. Well, that was cool. Man, fear kiting. Am I right? freaking fear kiting. It's so nuts. I'm really excited that they added this. The class is a lot of fun. The class also has some things that I haven't unlocked yet. There's one thing that it has is this really, really cool new... I don't know why. Like, I don't do this enough. I'm just... Oh, that guy's coming right for me. Oh, but he doesn't... He didn't aggro. All right. Well, let's... Oh, we got our invis. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. And we're off. You're too far away. Uh-oh. Did he cast it? Oh, he did cast it again. Oh, well. Looks like it hit us. Ooh, I wonder if looting... Does looting break it? Looting does not break it. And we got another... Oh. Looting does not break it. And... Okay. We'll put that here. I want that. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, no, the team is dying. What are you doing, nerds? I didn't tell you. All right, here you go. Ready? This is 3 of my team members are dead now. Yeah, that's right. 3 of my team members are dead. We're still going to kill this thing. He is screwed. Oh, whoops. That was not the ability I meant to use there. You can tell he's running a little fast, and it's because he's not snared anymore. All right. See, I hit him with the snare, and I'm aggro kiting. He's chasing me right now. And now he's running away. That is a new mechanism that they've added to the game, too. Ooh, damn, that is money, actually. That is a new system that they've added to the game as well. There is a way that you can basically... When you go into the administrator settings, there's a new little checkbox that says weak enemies will run away at low health. So now, if you've played a lot of MMOs, typically what will happen is when something gets into the low health range, it will start to run away. That is now a part of this as well, if you click the box. If you don't click the box, which some of you may, some of you might not, then it doesn't, you don't have to deal with that running away. I am doing this so sloppy, I kind of feel bad. You'll see, too, my health is not dropping. We're going to actually kill this guy, because why not? My poor little sim players need revenge. We're going to hit the dot. We're just going to beat him down. Almost there. I'm going to throw the dot back up. There you go. It's that easy, right? Like, we just fear kited. He's level 30 again. Like, that's a level 30. You just watched one of those things, like, bury my whole group. You can use it to solo, too. It is complicated to solo. I screwed around to see exactly how far I could push it at lower levels. What I'll say is it's not free. You have to put in a lot of work to really get the most out of it. But it does allow you to solo. And I think that with time, there's going to be a lot more opportunity to... Man, we're getting a lot of these Ember accolades. Oh, really? I'll loot that as well. There is going to be a lot of opportunity to use it. And I think that... I don't know if that the benefit of soloing, or like, there's really no benefit of soloing, but like, you can solo, and if you utilize it correctly... Ooh, and a peon too. Dang, bruv, we're getting all these things. I don't know, apparently it's my lucky day. We're seeing these things drop like candy. Let's see. I'm actually not really super worried about that. We'll get that. That's a nice another cooldown item. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. That looks good. Anywho, so we're going to go ahead and move along. We're going to go back there. We're going to see if we can't do something about that level 30. You can see, I mean, most of my group is like level 24, level 23. So it's not surprising to see that guy like put a whooping on him really quick. And hopefully, we're going to find that guy again, and we're going to put a whooping on him. Just got to be more careful. He came running in really fast. I was talking smack about the big dragon, and I didn't pay attention to the nerd running directly at me, whole hog, ready to whoop my butt. There's a blighted jackal. That should be an easy one. Easy one to kill. Come here. There we go. We got him. He's coming in. He's coming in. He's a-coming in. And then we're going to go ahead and hit him with the old Instill Terror. Run up. Dot him. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Boom. And he's done. You can get the Blighted Crystals. Blightwood Slabs. That's actually not a bad... This isn't a bad place to be farming, too, because you can use a lot of that stuff later on. Charms and things like that. We have another Jackal. Same thing. Snare him up. Run back. We can actually do this, too. Send in the crew. Want to be a little careful, because he is a little bit higher level than the rest of my team is. It's okay, though. Boom. Little ancient pottery piece. I want to be careful, because I know that guy came barreling in at me. All right, we get a sentinel. We can get this sentinel too. The eyeball. There we go. Eyeballs hit. Hit him. I'm gonna snare him as he runs in. Ooh, he hit me with a spell. That's another thing too. You know, if something's running away, it's not casting at you, and there's plenty of things that will cast in you in this game that'll cause you some headache, some heartache, and some just be a general pain in the butt. So, you know, being able to fear those things and not having to worry about the spell casting that can come out of them is kind of a big deal. This is kind of a really, really strong mechanism that's going to allow a lot of people to kind of unlock parts of the game that they may have previously not been able to do. Again, this guy's feared. We're putting a whooping on him. Oh, he was feared. He's not feared anymore. And boom. We're still low health, but we have this buff, so it's giving us tons of haste. Oh, there's one. That's a lurker. Was the other guy? The other guy might have been a named. Huh. Whoops. Well, maybe he wasn't fearable. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't recall. I don't spend a lot of time out here anymore because I spent a lot of time farming some of the items because there's like a couple of items that are best in slot that are from the zone. But I don't remember running into some of them. Right, he's coming in. He's coming in. We'll hit him with the dot first. Hit him with the fear. And again, my health is getting low. But we set it to 20%. So I think we're okay. Oh, there's a lurker. All right, we're going to hit him with a snare. We're going to hit him with fear. Maybe. Nope, we're not going to hit him with a fear because it's on cooldown. I'll hit him with a dot while it's... There we go. Now we'll hit him with a fear. Hell yeah, nobody's got to die. Nobody's got to die. Hell yeah, brother. And we're real low health right now, too. So we're actually taking full advantage. Full advantage of that haste. Ooh, some diamonds, too. Really, really good mechanism. Really, really fun class. And having access to the Reliquary, because, you know, you just saw us have to run all the way out here, right? And deal with all the nonsense of getting out here in the first place. Well, the crazy... Oh, boy. Gotta be careful. Careful. This zone is so hard to see in that sometimes you don't know. And there is a dragon that runs around, and I'm just waiting for him to come around a corner and just give me like a little okie doke, you know? He's just gonna pop in and murder me. That's the way my luck goes, guys. You know, I'm just out here on vacation, exploring, and then, you know, there it goes. We get our butt kicked. Bam, bam, bam. Hell yeah. I was a little far back for that one. I was not swinging half that time. That was terrible. Don't do that. Don't be bad like me, guys. Don't be bad at this game like me. A lot of the times I'll screw off just because I don't really care all that much, but sometimes I'm just being dumb. There we go. Another fear. Get in there. Get our hits off. Hell yeah. Some more blight crystals. Actually, man, this... Am I treading in the area where the dragon actually spawns? No, never mind. I think the dragon actually spawns next to a big hill. Just want to be careful. That thing catches my scent and I'm screwed. Ooh, what do you got? Oh, you got an inert diamond. Okay. I do like money. I do like money. We don't need these bones. You never know. This game, Bergie did a great job coming up with a lot of money sinks. And because there are so many money sinks, there's never a reason not to bring money into it. I did not pull that guy with snare, which was dumb. All right. He's feared. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. And right now I'm building the guy for strength, but I do think that you could build this class for intelligence as well. I think there's some adaptability. Because you have abilities like Mutual Pain and some of the other, like the taunts and stuff that do damage, I do think that there is... No! 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 Oh no, he's targeting Nuet! No! Run away! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Oh no. No, no, no. Don't touch me. No, 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 no. Oh my god, did you catch? He freaking, like, just popped in, like, literally just as I was going through the zone line. He was gonna catch me. Thank Jesus. People are gonna, you know, they're gonna see that I'm using the Spirit of the Steed, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, what a noob. Nah, bro. Nah, that dragon would have tore my butthole open if I wasn't using this thing. And I'm just leveling and stuff, you know? It's not like I'm trying to do the hardest content in the game or anything. So, you know, getting around a lot faster is really nice, but holy Christ almighty, I almost died there. And so we've got a full inventory. And actually, we didn't use our Shackle of Binding to get our skeleton back up either. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, real quick, we're going to do the chessboard again. You know what? You know what's even faster? Using our Reliquary. Going over, we can go in here, right? We can go to our bank. We can auto stack everything, which gives us some room for things. Don't judge me, guys, okay? I no judgment. This is a no judgment inventory location, okay? We don't judge. Sometimes we judge a little, okay? Sometimes we judge a little. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. We're just gonna go with that. Ancient Fang. I know I need that later. I need this for the... I was doing the Halloween quests and stuff. I really enjoy the Shivering Peaks, like the Shivering Peaks. The Halloween area that was created for this game is really cool. And you can go in at any time. It's no longer restricted exclusively to the Halloween area or to the Halloween timeline. You can enter it literally whenever you want. So we were able to just go use the bank, right? And then we come in here and we're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to go back to the desert where the chessboard is. And yeah, it's right over here. It's right over here. Oh, we lost our pet again. There we go. Now our pet's up. And then we can go, and the dogs are fighting, and we'll go kill this dog over here. Oh, nope. Apparently our team is going to attack whatever the hell they want. Ooh, Fiery Sapphire Ring. We don't need that right now, though. And you just come out here, beat things down. I mean, the class is really strong. Like, if you wanted to, like, if you didn't want a Fear Kite and you just wanted to drop a bunch of damage really fast, it's really good at that, too. Most of the spells, not all of the spells, but most of the spells are relatively fast casting. The life taps and stuff are really good, really strong. In fact, I've found that I am able to Fear Kite. When I was doing the soloing, I was able to Fear Kite really easily because I would get the snare off, I would get the fear off, and then I would start life tapping the target. And it went really well. We're going to go down here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to get this guy to pop up. There we go. We've got a little peon there. He's green even. So we will enfeeble him. We will fear him. Oh, I don't know if that fear... Oh, that fear did hold. Okay. Well, this is the only spawn, so I guess he's trying to walk to another one. Okay, flaming Vambracers. Nice, nice. All right, we've got another skull on us, so there we go. Get that spawn, and we'll get him going. We'll get him feared. Crazy. So good. After this video, guys, I'm really sorry. I wasn't expecting me to be able to fear kite the chessboard NPCs, and I'm gonna guess that you're not gonna be able to do that by the time this comes live. I'm sorry, my bad. Just know that I don't always ruin the game, but when I do it really well. Sorry. Yeah, he's definitely gonna change that. I can't imagine he leaves it so that you can continuously just fear those. But yeah, we got some flame souls. We got a flaming Vambracer. We got a couple of these necklaces. Pretty good stuff there. In conclusion, folks, the new Reaver class is really awesome. He brings to the table a lot of fear kiting, a lot of hit point based mechanics, life taps. He plays like a tank and plays like a DPS. He can use a two-hander or he can use a sword and board. He has the stances built in, which allow you to both reduce the amount of damage you take and increase the amount of damage you take, as well as increase the damage you do in a big way. They added new vendors as a result, and some new quests that are attached specifically to the Reaver. There's a bunch of new items that they've added to the game, some specifically for the Reaver and some for other things. They added invis to group mechanics. They added the fear kite mechanic to the manage roles tab. And you now can invite your friends to join your guild, and you can build reputation with the people that you play or the sim players that you play with, and you can have them join your guild, which allows you to get into this fun little mechanic here, and you can compete against other guilds. You can share loot, share groups. You can go out and do events together. We actually didn't see an event pop up the whole time that we were in here, but their events will pop up. And you can run out to the zone. It tells you a target, and you just run out there and you kill that target as soon as you possibly can. Try to compete because Friends Club is coming for you. These guys are fast. In fact, almost every single time I went for one of the events, there's almost always a Friends Club group that's right there behind you or even sometimes ahead of you. So be quick, be effective. Know the route to get there and get there quick. The sim players that join here, really cool. Some of them have unique chat commands and things and different things. Like if you join one of these other guilds instead of creating your own guild, some of these guilds have like unique chat discussions and things that are related specifically to that guild. And I'm not saying which guilds really do, but if you were to, I don't know, like look, maybe you would see that. And let's see here. If these guys get like so far ahead, there are items in the game that you can get to actually reduce their points down. They get real mad about it. It does reduce your points as well, so just make sure that you're aware of that too. Your points are built up of the top 15 people or sim players in your guild, so make sure that if you're building to compete, you're building the best top 15 you possibly can. And then there's the Reliquary. And the Reliquary obviously brings in a lot of really fun mechanics, brings in some great usage. This thing, this is probably one of my favorite parts of this expansion patch, because you get the bank, you get the auctions, you get the freaking training dummies, and you get the respec all in one location. You no longer have to carry around 6 gall darn flarkin stones around with you everywhere. You can just use these portals right here. And that's awesome. And oh man, and then there's this too, where you can actually just teleport directly back to where you left. That's so awesome, because now no longer do you have to run all the way through a dungeon or run back to an area. You can actually just go through this portal. It'll take you exactly back to where you were. Really cool. Really fun. Hope you guys are looking forward to this. I know I am. Look forward to seeing you guys. Take it easy. Until next time. Peace.